circumventing it to a certain degree sometimes, it's not so important.
We come now to the final of the under 81 kilo category. Lee Joonhwan of the Republic of Korea goes up against Nagase Takanori of Japan. It will be Lee in the white judogi, Nagase in blue. Let's take a look and see how they got there. Well, there was a bye for Lee in the opening round. It was then Mavlov, Verdiev, Svoboda, Madaloni Nosa and Zhubanazar that were defeated by Lee. For Nagase, also a bye in the opening round, and then it was Musoyev, Berzamal, Andrizhmal, Parlati and Karapetian that were defeated on his route to the final. The referee in the middle for this one is Vyacheslav Pretyeko of Uzbekistan. There you go.
Two of the very best, these really are. Nagase is a double Olympic champion. This man here is an Olympic and a world medalist, Lee Juan, but he came first onto the scene and destroyed all the top in the world in about 3 different events. And he was a revelation. He's got 2-1 up on Nagase for their head-to-heads. This is the 4th time they've met. And really, it should be an absolute belter, but neither one of them, I've got to say, on looking on the best of forms all the way through the day. They just looked a little bit off and a little bit ring rusty. Let's see how it goes.
So the question we were asking earlier on is, why is Nagase here?
Yes, I mean, is he going for a 3rd Olympic gold medal? You know, you could say that, but it's 3.5 years to go.
I think you answered it. I think he's 2-1 down, and he said, I'm not hanging around for the World Championships or anything. I need to sort this out now.
Well, maybe that's what it is. Maybe he thinks, I've got to get this sorted, and then I'm going to go to the World Championships. Yeah. He's already been selected for the World Championships, and he didn't win the Japanese trials. The double Olympic champion.
And maybe, had he, then he wouldn't have felt that bad. But he got a wake-up call with the shimiwaza.
He did, he got shimiwaza.
He got the opposite of a wake-up call, he got a sleeper call.
He submitted, yeah, sleepy waza.
So maybe that spurred him on to say, no, look, let me go and do
I've got to get out there, yeah. So this is going to be hard on the grips, but, and I think the thing that I noticed with Lee, when he first came out, he fought all the best, every one of them, the top, and every one of them, he wasn't scared to grip them and come forwards and attack and counter-attack. And he was hard with it, really hard. Look at that. Not many people go forwards to Nagase like that. And Lee straight into the attack. And I've got to say that Lee has got better throughout the day. His first contest was awful, but he got better and better. Awful, but I mean, it wasn't his normal high level. And it pulling Nagase's head down. You don't see that very often. You don't.
Some high-powered coaching staff in the chairs as well. Lee and Nagase.
Yes, both world champions, weren't they?
Hwang Hee-tae on the left of your screen there.
Nice, that was right the way underneath there, Lee. Nagase will have to fire back, get on the game now. And yeah,
Akimoto Hiroyuki, they won their world championships a year apart. Hwang was first, 2009, and then Akimoto in 2010.
Yes, you have to ask, don't you, what motivates? I mean, when you win 2 Olympic gold medals, he was world champion, you know, what motivates to come back and then start to struggle a little bit and not be quite as sharp as you were. Mind you saying that, I mean, I've seen him go off the boil, and then I saw him come back a year later, 2 years later, and he was back to his very best, back to it. So there's a Shido there for Nagase, just falling off the pace.
Single Shido picked up by Nagase.
Yes, I mean, look how confident Lee is. I mean, he's fighting an absolute legend at 81 kilograms, double Olympic champion. I mean, his performance in the Olympic Games, Nagase, was faultless against Grigalishvili, and Grigalishvili never even got into the match. He was nowhere near it. He just took him out with 2 wazaris as if he was just a normal fighter, and he's not. Never write him off, though. Looking for the opportunity here for the Ashiguruma. Osodagari Ashiguruma works better against the opposites, and that's the thing about Lee, and I think he finds it awkward against him. It's right to right. So 2 Shidos for Nagase and 1 for Lee.
We're going to have some extra time.
Yes.
Here, Neil.
These are the kind of chess
Yes.
aren't they, that
yes.
you don't mind going into extra time. You know, it's not the most dynamic, but they're just cutting each other off and stopping each other with the big techniques. It's going to be something small. There's an Uchimata, that was off one hand, and look at this. Oh, and he decides to have a little go at the Georgian Taliotoshi there. Nagase, good enough for the Georgians, good enough for me. Look at this. Yes, he'll be looking at this as preparation, Nagase, for sure. And also Lee. Lee's here for a reason as well. Far off. Beautiful Seoinage. Crowd really appreciating it. The level of this match. Watch this Seoinage here, and Nagase just rolls off. He never seems absolutely ruffled, does he, Nagase? It's not like he's always chasing. Just takes his... Oh! Goes over for the Ippon. What a technique by Lee there. Right the way underneath there. He comes off the opposite shoulder, Nagase. And, wow, Lee takes over the double Olympic champion. And Nagase just takes it.
Yep, gives a nod. Yep, that's
yep,
yours,
all right,
mate.
okay.
You take that one.
I'll treat it as preparation, but credit to you.
What a finish.
Not many people do that to Nagase, do they? No. I'm sorry, but not many people do. And Grigalishvili must be looking at that going, what just happened there? Why couldn't I do that at the Olympic Games?
That was special. And as you shouted out Lee, it dawned on me that I'd mixed up the 2 names, Hwang and Lee. Lee, the Lee I was thinking about, who'd won the World Championships. It was Lee, not Hwang. Hwang had won his world title several years earlier.
Watch this. This is it. Snatches the grip off, goes off the same lapel there, and he just rotates Nagase. You look at his face. His face says it all. It says, I made a mistake. But the mistake was letting him dominate the grip. And look at that change of direction there. What a beautiful Seoinage. Comes off the opposite shoulder. Doesn't matter what shoulder he comes off there. Nagase goes flat onto his back there, and that was absolute brilliance by Lee.
And he doesn't hang around, Nagase. He knows he's up on his feet quickly. He wants to get out of there. I'm just wondering if he was defending against that side and moved over. It kind of helped him. By
well,
moving.
he kind of did, didn't he? But that's the whole idea, isn't it? By the kumakata there, look at the grip. The grip's not a normal grip. Well, it is for the Koreans, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, they go off that same side there. They do the reverse seoinage, but that seemed to come off the